exactly.
It's accomplishable.
Yeah.
To accomplish.
Yeah, it's achievable. Yeah.
But when you have more people from our culture to try to accomplish, a lot of people are not successful.
They're not.
Because it's already built systematically
against them.
and mathematically. If you think about it.
Yes, against them. Yes, I agree.
So they only allow.
Yeah.
I think I said everything.
You said it. That's a powerful word, Brother Dwight. Let's move on. Okay. White Americans generally believe racism is over. Just 16% say that there's a lot of racial discrimination, which is true. It turns out that many actually believe white people experience more discrimination than black. That's a lie. It is a silly idea, of course, but it's easy to delude ourselves into thinking that inequality is a result of cultural failures, racial pathology, and convoluted narratives involving black-on-black crime. And we just talked about the black-on-black crime because of how the system is set up. We feel that we don't have a chance to crawl out of that, so we're going to commit crime to live and survive.
I just want to touch two things that Martin Luther King tackled was justice and equality. They are two different things.
Yes.
Okay, in the comparison that I'm going to use to make this picture plain so we can all understand what justice and equality is. Okay, say you have three guys.
Yes.
There's one that's probably 6 feet, another one probably 5 feet 5, and another one 4 feet 3.
Okay.
So there's a height difference, like raising a bar.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, the justice part is that you will give all of them stools to see over a fence.
Okay.
That's the justice part. The justice part, yeah, you provided them with the stools.
Yeah.
But what about the two short guys? They still can't see over the fence.
Yeah.
The equality part is that you will give the shortest guy the highest stool.
Right.
So he can see.
That's right.
So he can see better.
Yes.
So there's a bit different.
Yes.
They providing the justice part, but there's no equality.
There's no equality in it. That's right. It's always going to be something stacked against you.
That's right.
For you to be able to make it over the top.
That's right.
Praise be to God. Powerful analogy. I love what you just said, brother. Powerful. All right, we're going to go on. Okay, let's go down to the 10 ways why white people are more racial than they realize. Brother Josh, give me the first 3 or 4, and then
do the 5.
Huh?
Do 5.
1, 2, 3, 5. Is it 5?
It's 10.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother. Do the first 5, brother.
College professors across race ethnicity.
Ethnicity. Ethnicity. Okay, go, brother.
And gender are more likely to respond to queries from students they believe are white males.
In a school setting, if a white person wears a hand, a black person wears 9 times out of 10, who the professor gonna call them?
The white person. It goes through resume as well. Stop. And this just for future referencing. We as a culture need to stop naming our kids ridiculous names.
Oh, praise be to God. That's been going before you even born, son. This started back in the 70s.
And my thing is this, and God dealing with me on both parts. Okay, yes, we say in this society, but
you ain't gotta.
But we have to play the game as well.
That's right. You in the world, but you ain't gotta be of the world.
And so, so don't give your kids ridiculous Keisha names.
Chaka waka waka, all that. What is that?
Or they names like that. For staying in this society.
Yeah.
I'm with you, brother. But I can also understand for where they come from because our natural root is from Africa.
Yeah, but majority of the people you saying that, brother, but majority of women that are naming kids don't even know what the name mean. Just because it sounds good.
It sounds good.
We all actually, we talked about this morning in one of our broadcasts. Yeah. We as black people want to look good.
That's right.
We want to be known because we don't have no identity because we were taken from a slave ship. Here, we don't have no identity, so we try to create something for people to notice who we are.
And when it comes from a business standpoint, when I was from a business standpoint, specifically dealing with recruiting and selection when it comes to a hiring process. Before a person is picked out by an individual to get interviewed, they go through a systematically process. Yeah. So again, the system's already built.
Yeah, that's right.
Against us.
But we don't understand the game.
But we have to learn how to play the game.
There you go.
have to.
That's right.
So when those resumes are passed through that
when they see that name like that,
then the first thing they look at is your name, your email, your address, and your phone number. But the most thing they gonna focus on is your name and your email.
What is that?
We as a culture tend to have crazy email.
Praise be to God.
Like hot daddy. or Big Daddy 103 or Hot Mama or Big Booty Judy. Those things are not attractive from a professional standpoint.
God, Brother Dwight.
Understand that we've been suppressed by the white man, white supremacy, but we have not arisen over it because we still been ignorant with our slave mindset.
That's right. That's right.
So we have not adapted to the game that they are playing.
Yes, yes.
Sometimes you have to kiss butt to get where you need to be.
I agree, brother. That's right. Sometimes you have to be a brown noser.
If you think about Jesus, when he was getting crucified, what did Jesus do in return to get back at them?
Yeah.
He did nothing.
He did nothing. That's right.
He stayed faithful to his person. He allowed them to do
He said, forgive them for they know not
what they do.
So that's the only thing we can do, people, as a race, or as humans, is forgive those people who still have the racist mindset and the racist characteristics. Because they know not what they do.
They know not what they do.
They still enslaved themselves.
They're enslaved in their mind themselves. Good.
Wow.
Wait, don't stop no more. Woo! But that's good.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother Josh. Run me through.
White people, including white children, are less moved by the pain of people of color.
We already talked about that.
Wow.
White people are more likely to have done illegal drugs than the blacks or Latinos, but are far less likely to go to jail for it.
There it is. That's a
Black men are sentenced to far lengthier the prison sentences than white men for the same crime.
Absolutely.
I just want to go ahead.
You ready tonight, ain't you?
I'm sorry. You go ahead.
White people, including police, see black children as older and less innocent than white children.
They have already convicted them.
Yeah. Before they even did the crime.
Before they even did nothing.
And I want to touch bases with the school system. Yes, understand that the school teachers, they was fabricating on tests. They was doing inaccurate scoring kids' tests.
You talking about in Atlanta?
In Atlanta.
Yeah.
So they prosecuted.
They prosecuted them, yeah.
They prosecuted and sentenced them for 20 years or more.
Yeah. I see that.
And the guy again that defended, the same guy that was on the talk, so he was making an argument as well. If it was a white person,
there it goes again.
They would have got a slap on the wrist or probation or not that long
lengthy sentence.
That sentence. Again, somewhere there's still racism, bias that they feel like that our race is unworthy of life.
That's right. There it goes to that justice, equality.
How can you give school teachers who already is underpaid?
Oh yeah, I agree.
Or not being recognized really for their work, but you censored them for 20 years or more.
Yeah.
And majority of them were black women.
Yeah, they were.
Getting sentenced 20 years or more. And the crime wasn't even heinous.
Yeah. But there's a disparity again.
They just wanted their kids to be successful because they were sick of seeing their kids being unsuccessful.
Yeah, I agree.
I can understand you just take their job away or not being able to work in or not being able to work into a public school facility. But 20 years?
That's crazy, man.
In a state prison?
That's crazy. Good God for life. All right, let's move on.
Wow.
Brother Dwight, pick up. Number 6.
Black children are more likely to be tried as adults
you just talked about
and are given harsher sentences than white children.
You just talked about
and that's why you see now that they trying their best, lawmakers are trying their best. This is another part where the devil is attacking that's using the white people, just generally speaking. Allowing them to make the race age lower. So now it was 18. There's a guy, if a black guy does a crime, he will get tried as an adult. But it's now 16, but now they make the child younger all the way to 11.
Because see, they know already that young black people are going to commit those crimes at a younger age. So now they trying to penalize it and get them early. That's all it is. It's built. The system is built that way to get them off the street early. You see what I'm saying? Because in that way there will be no what's my word I want to use? There will be no fear in the white society that if blacks ever come together, they can overthrow the white culture. So the quicker we get them in jail, the more we are protected.
And they're making money off of y'all.
Absolutely. Everything is made money off of us. Everything. Everything's made money off of us.
A lot of invention came from us.
But they took it from us. Majority of stuff that we as Americans or we as people use in this society was created by a black man.
You can tell that we are inventors. I was falsely incarcerated, but they didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
They was trying to send me 25 to life. But my point is this. Just generally speaking, I know for a fact that our race are inventors. That's why you think when black guys or black males get incarcerated, they create things while they incarcerated.
We are natural inventors. We are.
But
because
if you think about it, just generally speaking, a white person is not.
yeah, because we come through the struggle. We are on the farm, so certain things that make things easier for us, we had to do certain things, create certain things to make the job life on the farm that much easier.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Praise be. Did you know? I'm gonna say this. We're gonna move on. Did you know that Colonel Sanders from KFC stole that recipe from a black woman? Did you know that? What white person you know that
Cook fried chicken.
cook fried chicken like that? Come on, G. Come on, G. I know you can cook, man. But come on, dog.
Everybody know fried chicken.
Come on now.
Looks like fried chicken.
Everybody know fried chicken is pointing to the black culture.
Come on now. Come on.
But
Come on,
let's
man.
get back on.
Come on, let's move on now. We'll get back close to
seven.
Woo!
White people are more likely to support the criminal justice system.
Why?
Wow. It
We
says
we don't even need to go no further than that.
including the death penalty.
That's right.
When they think it's disappropriate,
Punitive.
punitive towards black people.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. White people agree with criminal justice outcome more when they think race disproportionate targets black people for incarceration.
Because of the fear factor, brother Josh. There it is. Anything that's going to condemn them for something to do, so we can be safe and protect what we have.
That's right.
They all for it.
They do anything to get someone out of the picture.
They get somebody out of the picture. There it is.
According to it,
Don't go no further. I don't want you to go no further. That stays right there. Don't go further, no further than that. Because it just tells you right there. We already talked about it. All right. It's powerful. Go to number 8, brother.
It says the more systematically black a defendant looks in a murder case, the higher the likelihood that he would be sentenced to death.
That's right.
If somebody's on murder, you ought to get sentenced.
Yeah.
There's
No doubt
way
about
this
it.
come on.
Ain't no way. And I'm not saying that white people are not, they don't have no bad, there's bad in every race, all right? But generally speaking, we already have found out through statistics that it's shown that a black person that does the same crime is going to get more time than a white person going to get.
And faster.
Oh yeah.
You're right to it's pretty tired.
All right. That's right. Okay, let's go to number 9.
Conversely, white people falsely recall black men they perceive as being smart.
Oh, now this is it. Come on now.
Light-skinned. Here's another incredible, though not entirely surprising study finding.
Yes.
When white people encounter the faces of African American men, they are primed to believe are educated.
See?
They later recalled those individuals as being light-skinned than actually were.
There it goes back to the premises. That dark is bad, light skin is smarter. He must have good education. What that got to do with black? What that do with color of your skin, man? Nothing. But that's how our white brothers, is sickness in their mind, that's how they categorize it.
Another thing, you did deeper and deeper and back. Education was created by white men to create culture diversity. Because they think that was as a black race, we wasn't successful or smart enough to able to accomplish different degrees.
Yeah, and what they did, I'm glad you said that, Brother White, is also in that, in teaching them and things of that nature, they knew that blacks was not. Now I just lost the train of my thought. Conversely, they recall black people being smart. And what it is that I'm gonna say it this way. The house Negro and the field Negro.
Two different people.
Two different people because of the light of the skin.
That's right.
The light-skinned Negro was always in the house.
That's right.
with the slave master and his wife and his children. Mm-hmm. But the dark-skinned Negro always had to sit out in the outhouse and out in the field.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? They didn't want to educate because they felt that they were less than human, so we gonna treat them less than humans. You see what I'm saying? So what happened, what they did was, in doing this, the education thing is, they never really taught us our history. majority, and we talked about this last week, Brother Josh, majority of stuff that we read in history is not our history. No. It's not about us. It's all been whitewashed. Everything in the society has been whitewashed. Everything that we see. Even Jesus, they paint Jesus white. Why? Because they want that white supremacy. They want a white face to look at. They say, this is what God look like. How do you know that?
He has power.
He has power. There it is. Good God. Number 10.
A number of studies found white people view light-skinned African Americans and Latinos are more intelligent,
really?
competent, untrustworthy, and reliable than dark-skinned Pews.
There it is. We ain't going no further. Good God. You all right over there, Brother John? We get ready to close this thing out. What? We got 10 more things we're going to do. I had 29, but it's 10 stupid things white people do and what they can say instead of saying the other thing. Brother Josh, give me the first 5, and then Brother Dwight closes out on the last 5. And this is going to be it. We're going to close it out.
Call a black person articulate. Instead, because of a long history of oppression, degradation, is that right?
Yes, denigration
and dismissal of the talents and skills of black people. Understand that such a statement coming from a white person offers construed and meant as something articulateness.
That's right.
It's something unusual in a black person.
Right. And the reason why I said it, why a white person should say that, because you got some very, very, very brilliant black people out here. Yeah. Brilliant. You know what I'm saying? So don't say that just because he's light skinned or he's articulate. You got a lot of very smart black people, but a lot of people won't give a black person the opportunity to express his feeling, so you'll never know if he's articulate or not. You see, but you just put him in, and you put him in a class of he's better. That black person, he's better than them. You ain't, and white people will say that you
like your kind.
See that? That's what they say. What? You ain't like him. You ain't like them.
Or you ain't like the others.
You ain't like the others. What does that mean?
You different.
Come on.
Say one of my best friends is black, Latino, person of color.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know this one by heart.
Come on now.
Ask yourself first, do you know where that person shops for groceries, where they go to church, where they get their haircut, what their children's, grandchildren's names are, have you ever been to their home? These are the things you need to know about a best friend.
That's right. If they're your friend, then you should know those personal things about that person. Just because you said, well, one of my friends is black. That don't mean that do you know any intimate details about that person? Well, you don't. Well, that ain't your friend.
Say that the success of Oprah, Bill Cosby, Michael Jordan, etc. shows there is no longer any racism. Instead, ask yourself about Madam J. Walker
in Harlem, New York.
She was a millionaire, the first black millionaire. In the early part of the 20th century. Lynchings were still going on.
That's right.
No one would say things were equal then.
That's right.
But she was a famous millionaire. The real question is how many more people like Oprah, etc. would be there if there were equality.
There it is, equality. There it is, Brother Dwight.
Say that if anyone works hard, they would get ahead.
There it is again.
Instead, understand and accept that this is one of the operative myths of our culture, the meritocracy.
That's right.
Any comparative statistic of all the socioeconomic indicators shows that the structural inequality is the reality.
That's right.
A lot of people who are working hard are not getting ahead.
There you go. 5.
Say that it doesn't matter what color Jesus was. It mattered what Jesus did, while insisting that picture of him must be white. Instead, consider that if it really didn't matter to you, we could make him black.
That's right.
So they focus, the white culture focus on, again, the scripture. It goes back, it cuts everything to the fabrication. And the conclusion is touching base with the description that says don't look at the counter or his structure. That's what the white culture is known for, looking at his counter, his structure, and things like that, but they don't know how to see the heart.
That's right. They don't look at that. They don't want to look at that. They don't want to look at that. Good God from God. Ooh, we get ready to close this thing out.
Say that if we could just all be friends, everything would be all right.
Wow.
Instead, consider that friendship are not nice, but they are not a substitute for equality and justice.
There you go, brother.
Say that you need a safe space to talk about race. Instead, consider why you feel there is a dangerous zone and why. You have never heard, very rarely have you ever heard a black person threaten a white person in a general setting. Ever. Nope. Never came out of their mouth.
But if a white person feel that a race card come up, then they'll get defensive. And they'll be first one to call somebody an N-word.
Why are you using the race card?
Yeah, what? Yeah.
Why you pulling that card?
Yeah.
Only reason why you identified that there was a card is because you still in Abraham, still tapping.
There you go.
So